Hello there, welcome to a brand new week, and it's 2020, and I'm going to crack on with these Bretonian nights. Hopefully I should get them finished halfway through the week. There's not that much to them because they're nice and sort of detail free, unlike today's models. I basically started on the horses, did the metal on those, then I jumped to the knights, then back to the horses so I can actually start putting in some colour. And that's it, really. That's all I had time to do today. I might put a few more Terminators together if I've got enough time and continue work on that Marvel Crisis Protocol Rivals bit of scenery. But time will tell, I guess. But they are coming along quite nicely, so as long as we get them done, that's all that matters. I also did a teeny tiddly little bit of work on the Rivals scenery piece. Today is 2021, and obviously work continues on the Bretonians. It's just pretty much going to be the horses. I'm going to finish off the metal on the knights. That's as far as I'm going to go today. I don't know how long this process is going to take. I've got a feeling I'm going to finish about Friday now. That's not too much of a problem as long as we get it done. That's all that matters. So after I did the knights metal, I finished off the red and started the black for the horses. What the hell do you call these things? They're not cowls, are they? Well, the horse's clothing. We'll leave it at that. Today is 2022, and work continues on the Bretonians. I'm just going to concentrate on the horses today. Now I'll be doing the brown of the saddle and the buckles and things, and that is going to take the vast majority of the time because I need to be extra careful because obviously I don't want to mess up everything I've done. I'm also going to finish off the black as well, but what I'll do, I'll start with the brown first, and then I'm going to finish off the black while the wash that I place on the brown dries. I'm doing it this way because it will be a tiny little bit faster than if I do it the other way. I'm a little bit concerned that the brown leather of the buckles and the saddles is going to obscure the horse or a couple of the horses, but if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The last thing I did today was the edge highlight for the black, and yeah, as I said, that's all I could do. Definitely think it's going to be Friday by the time I get these guys done, but they are going to look absolutely fantastic. So I had a little bit of time in the evening, so I put together the rest of the first unit from the Deathwatch box set. Today is 2003, and my anxiety is playing up a little bit today, so I'm not feeling 100%. However, I'm going to continue with the Bretonians. I had a little bit of a problem this morning because I couldn't decide what colour I actually wanted to use for the highlight of the saddles and all the leather straps. So I ended up going through several different browns, and so I finally decided to settle in on Doombill Brown. But that did take up one whole quarter of the time that I actually had to paint today. Once I did finally get that out of the way, though, I started work on all the livery for the horses. Again, my anxiety was playing up. My hand wasn't as straight as I wanted it to be, plus the brush I was using was just absolute garbage, so today has not been a good day for the hobby. After switching brushes, though, eventually I did actually finally get back on track, and thankfully I managed to get most of the red finished, so I definitely will get these guys done tomorrow, as long as there's no other extraneous factors. But once things kicked into gear, I did speed up slightly, and tomorrow I definitely will finish these guys. It's just sometimes when you have mental health problems, things get in the way, and it's just not always pleasant. I'm pleased to say that I also finished the Rivals piece as well. I'm quite happy with the way it's come out. It's going to look fantastic when I finally get around to videoing it and take some photographs. So if you want to see more of that, make sure you subscribed. Today is 2004, and annoyingly I'm not going to get these guys finished. They're going to get close to finished, but sadly I completely ran out of time. I even actually had extra time today as well, so it's doubly frustrating because as much as I enjoy painting these guys, it is really annoying. Batch painting, it's sticking to one thing drives me right up the wall. If you've been following my stuff from the start, you'll know that I like to do sort of various things and have a lot of variety in my painting, and I completely forgot how mind-numbing it can be when you're painting an entire army and when you're sort of stuck having a batch paint. But we are getting there. We should be finished by Sunday, so only one unit done this week, but it's not too bad, I suppose. At least they'll be done. I also started to get a little bit detail blind, and I start to mess up a little bit, so I'm going to have to fill in those details. You can see right here the gold went over, but that's not a problem. I can sort that out later. But yes, I think I'm going to take a nice short break next week and actually paint some different stuff that isn't GW. As you can see, so close to the end. Nearly there, nearly there. I put together the 2 sergeants for the Deathwing units as well. Today is 2025, and I will get these Bretonians finished today, except their bases. That'll have to wait till tomorrow. There wasn't much left to do today. It was just a few fiddly bits here and there, but I've enjoyed painting these guys. However, they have taken an entire week, and I definitely need a break, so I won't be doing any Bretonians for at least a week. I need to get some other stuff out of the way and under my belt before I go back to anything Games Workshop. The reason why I do that is basically because it drives me insane painting the same thing over and over again. So batch paint for me is quite tricky and quite annoying. But when you've got big armies like this, it is sort of a necessary evil, as it were. I think when I do the next unit of knights, I'm going to paint them in batches of 3s. The reason why I did all 6 this time was, of course, because I was doing a painting guide at the same time. But I don't need to do that next time, so I can take it a lot easier. And they'll probably go a lot faster next time. The only thing I had left to do today, by the end of it, was actually to add the static grass. But yeah, they're pretty much done. They need to be glued together as well, but at least we're there. Yay! I think they look pretty good. They look better when they're glued together, and obviously the bases are finished there. And I used this evening as an opportunity to put together a couple more of the Deathwing. And today's the day! I finally finished these Bretonians. All I have to do now is add the static grass and glue the buggers together. Have really enjoyed painting them. It has been a bit of a slog though. I'm not used to sort of spending such a long time on one unit, especially only a 6-man unit as well. But nonetheless, I added some grass with Mafufa, and then I glued them all together, and finally I get to start some new projects. It's definitely not going to be anything GW for at least a week. I'm starting the bad guy side of Wave 5 of the Masters of the Universe Battleground game. It's like, I can't remember his name, Webber or Weber or something like that. And I'm also going to be starting and finishing off what I own for the Zombicide Supernatural stuff. I don't own all 3 packs because the shipping was the same price almost as the actual items themselves. And I was like, I'm not paying double the price. I whacked out the airbrush as well because I realised I'd made a horrible mistake when sprayed up the Weber and his stuff in the completely wrong colours, so I used the airbrush to adjust that. And I also started to spray up, or continue to spray up I should say, this giant, which eventually I'm thinking about selling on eBay. I'm going to try and sort of do him as best I can, so whoever buys him gets a lovely painted giant. Once the spraying was out of the way, I then cracked on and continued to paint everything, or start painting everything. I'm going to do these guys, so both of the projects that I'm starting, they're both going to get painting guides as well. If you're struggling with painting those, or you're just interested in taking a look, but all I care about is the fact that it's going to be a little bit nice just to paint some non-GW models for a while. I didn't get too far into them because I got to the point where I had to do washes, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to chill for the rest of the day. Sunday, I've got a nice relaxing day, I think, but they're well underway. As for the Bretonians, I am happy they're out of the way. I'm definitely not going to paint them sort of the next batch in one go as 6. I'm going to break them down into 2 groups of 3, I think, just to save myself a little bit of time. But overall, I'm quite happy with this week. Bretonians are done, out of the way. It's 2 units down, just 4 more to go. I think. I can't remember. Oh, never mind. And I've also got this Rivals piece for Marvel Crisis Protocol finally finished. That's been sitting on the shelf for a very long time, so much so I actually had to dust it. And next week, I'll get to finish off these really, really cool models and probably end up starting more Bretonians. But overall, I'm satisfied, I suppose. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, give a thumbs up and a like. Maybe share as well if you thingy. And I guess I will see you next time. Bye for now.